men posing as police officers are targeting senior citizens in Hampton Roads and stealing their money. Detectives in Hampton and Norfolk are now working to determine if the same men are behind the crimes in both cities. 10 on your side's Katie Collette has more.
You're supposed to respect the elderly.
Georgia Scott works with senior citizens in Hampton. She's disgusted to learn what detectives say happened at this home in the Queen Terrace neighborhood in May.
The two suspects came to the door dressed in suits, identified themselves as police. One flashed a badge.
Hampton Police Corporal Scott Dixon says the men told the 91-year-old there was a problem with her bank account and they were investigating. Dixon says the men stole money from the victim's home. Their next move?
They drove her to her local bank, got her to sign a check, and then they filled it out for cash and the amount.
This is the car captured by bank surveillance with the woman and men inside.
A vehicle about the size of like a Chevy Impala, Ford Taurus, somewhere along that lines, just what I consider a mid-size four-door sedan.
The suspects convinced the 91-year-old they'd return her money after the, quote, investigation. Dixon says they returned her safely to her home. He also says the two may target other cities as well. I
got a response from Norfolk that they have two similar cases. We can't say they are connected yet, although the MOs are very close.
Georgia Scott says taking advantage of the elderly needs to stop.
You would not want anyone to do that to your mother or your grandmother. I think they need to be put under the jail instead of in the jail. They need to get a sentence put on them that will discourage other people from doing that.
Investigators tell us the victim has moved out of her home. In the meantime, if someone shows up at your door in plain clothes claiming to be a police officer, make sure you ask questions. In addition to their badge, ask for a department ID and their driver's license. If you still aren't convinced, call 911. Ask if the person at your door really is an officer. Investigators say a real officer will not get upset if you ask for any of those things.